Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today I have my empties for March. And I know if you watch all my videos, you are going to be tired of hearing about it. I promise this is the last time I'm mentioning it, I think. But this is one of my empties I'm going to pass on to a coworker about green lights, Matthew McConaughey. I 100,000% recommend. This is just one of those, like, life gives you lemons. You can choose to make lemonade, glass half full. Just the story of his life. And you never would have guessed. I would have just guessed silver spoon, everything went well. But that was not quite his childhood, and just how he learns from different aspects of his life, looks for the green lights, so to speak. I absolutely love this book. All right. Before we get to the true empties, I have a jury is still out, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hydrating Foundation Stick Glow Tint, I don't know, mouthful. So this is what she looks like. I believe I bought this in December with one of my Christmas gift cards. When I first started using it, I thought it was awesome. It is what I have on today. I got Fair 3, and I'm glad I did, because Fair 3 almost seems to, like, I think it matches just fine, but if in the light would have been too dark. Like, this is very bronzy, in my opinion. This is also very glowy. I would definitely say this is not for oily skin girls. And I'm kind of like, I have 4 current foundations, and like, I'm always in my mind, like, could I eliminate 2? Like, you know, do I have 2 favorites? Should I keep them all? And this is one where I am kind of feeling like it's not worth it. Because I bought it with a gift card, I'm not as mad about it. But it's just $46. I would not repurchase this at the moment. They recommend putting it on with your fingers. And so I did that today, because in the past, I'm usually a brush girly. Brushes seem to absorb a lot of it. It is sheer, yet, like, it's one of those weird things where it goes on and it's like coverage, but then if you blink and like your nose is uncovered, I don't know. I don't feel like this stays very well. And I can feel it. Like, I feel it on my skin. It's like a heavier, for it being a sheer glow tint, like, it's heavy. I don't know. So the jury's still out. I'm going to keep it, use it for a while, but I don't think I would repurchase, especially because of the price. It's just, I think there's better foundations out there. All right, let's get to our empties. This guy took forever. I already have a replacement, and I should go back in my Ulta account and see. I am fairly sure I bought the replacement over a year ago. So this stuff lasts forever. I will also say one of the money saving hacks is, if you know you love something and it comes in like a liter size, this saves a gazillion dollars just on its own. I think the equivalent is like 4 of the small bottles, and I think 4 small bottles would be like 125 or something. This is 90. And then the reason I bought it, because I really thought I was almost out. I didn't think the bottle would last me like a year more, but it was $90. Then it was on sale for $70 at Ulta. And sometimes, if you get lucky, you can stack coupons. So I had another 20% off coupon, or a spend so much, get so much. Then I had points. So this ended up costing me, I feel like $50 or something. So it was an absolute steal. Now, the last quarter of the year, so October, November, December, I got crazy good deals. Ulta and Sephora, especially Ulta though, were running coupons all the time. That seems to have dried up. So I think that was a tactic to get a fourth quarter, good dividends. Sadly, they have not had that many, hardly any good coupons first quarter of this year. And they had just had a 20% off, and I went to get another product, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't qualify, which it wasn't listed in the print. So it's seemingly harder to use the coupons. Anyway, that was a tangent. So, Pureology has been my holy grail, I feel like, for 2 years, 3 years, possibly 4 years. So my hair is like schizophrenic. One side is like oily-ish. Like, it looks, if I don't have the right shampoo, it looks oily, like I haven't washed it in weeks. the other side gets dry. I will say this is nowhere near clarifying, but it is a cleansing shampoo. Like, again, clarifying really dries me out, but this, I need a cleansing shampoo that's also kind of moisturizing, and this fits the bill quite nicely. I will say, is it Verb? I think it's Verb. They have a bonding shampoo, and right now that's what I'm using, and I really love it. So this might be knocked out of first place, but I've used this for a long time, and I already have another liter of it, so I will continue using it. So I had just seen a YouTuber, which I don't think that they were lying, had one of these little suction cup things, and I don't do a get ready with me often or like a skincare routine or a makeup routine often, but this would have made my life easier because I hate getting the tripod in the bathroom and it's this odd angle. Now, the one she had was a magnet. So the magnet went to your iPhone and then the suction cup went to the mirror. And I need to try to find one of those. This was like $5 on Amazon. The suction sticks to the mirror, but my phone falls off in like, I would say less than 2 minutes. It will fall off. So this was an absolute waste of money. And I don't know. I think if you have the average iPhone, this will not hold your phone up to anything. No, we have things going everywhere. All right, Trader Joe's. I feel like I buy this every fall just because it's a fall product. It is not my favorite sugar scrub, if I'm going to be honest. I do love the pumpkin scent. This is a really, really, really fine sugar scrub. And I feel like because of that, you need more than the average. It's okay. It doesn't leave you like, with an oily residue. But I just like my Walmart sugar scrub better. And I feel like you possibly get more for the money. I don't know. You might see this every fall just because I do love the pumpkin scent. But in my opinion, I wouldn't buy it on the regular basis. All right. I love this. This stuff is super greasy though. So you're going to probably be able to see the oil. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's coated in oil just from like my nighttime skincare routine. This is a newer product to me. This is my first one. CeraVe Skin Renewing Gel Oil. This has oat, which is great for calming and redness. And then it has, I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 5 ceramides. As you guys probably get tired of hearing, ceramides are one of my #1 favorite skincare ingredients. It comes out looking, I feel like a petroleum jelly. So it is really oily. This is definitely not for oily skin girls. And this is definitely only a nighttime product. I went to the CeraVe website not knowing that you couldn't buy things on CeraVe, trying to find the best price. And it's basically a toss-up between Amazon and Ulta. Ulta had a coupon that I found something I could use it on. I wanted to use it on the Beekman 1802. So this is normally $26.99 at Ulta, $25.99 on Amazon. I got it for $21 yesterday due to the Ulta coupon. So I've already repurchased this. I love this. I rotate this through the things I use on my nighttime skincare routine. So I really like it. I feel like this is geared towards dry skin people. I would say I'm more normal skin, but in the winter especially, I need more moisturizing. And I feel like the older I get, the more moisturizing things I need. So I really love this for nighttime. Also, I love this guy, but it is not worth the price. Osé. Honestly, I almost feel like I want to do a video where like if somebody gave me a shopping spree, what would I go buy? I would definitely check out the Osé products, but they are pricey. I believe it's a mom and daughter here in California, and they're more natural, like marine based. So this is their oil. This runs $16 an ounce, which is ridiculous. Their big one, you get, I think, 5 ounces for like $50 or something. But they had this for $8. So I basically got it half off. I bought 4 of them back in the fall. It's a really nice body oil. Like, it's a little more refined. I just feel like you could find the same ingredients for cheaper, and it's not going to be as, like, it soaks in really well. That being said, because it soaks in really well, I feel like you need more than the average oil. Also, I feel like this pumps out a little too much product. I love this stuff. Glass bottle. I really love it. But honestly, it is just not worth full price. I would only buy this when they have a mega sale and you get to the point where you can stack coupons. Otherwise, I go through one of these in almost a week. I would say a week and a half. And so that's crazy expensive, but I do love it. Speaking of another body oil, I feel like this was fortuitous that it spilled under my cabinet. I don't know how that happened. I had a small one of these and it was fine. Then I got the mega one at Costco. This is Neutrogena body oil, the light sesame. It is very light, very liquidy. So I guess if you were scared of a body oil, maybe this is for you, but it's kind of a watery oil. And this was kind of holding itself over my head. Like I didn't want to waste it, but so I felt like I had to keep it. I was so relieved when it leaked under my cabinet, other than I had a big mess to clean up. So I'm just kind of grateful I can move on and not have to use it. And it is leaking all over me. I will say, because it's light and watery, like it goes everywhere. Like that was another downfall. It would get everywhere, and it's continuing to rain on me currently. So honestly, I don't recommend. I would just get a true body oil. And often I find cheap, effective body oils at Marshall's. No need to go full bananas on that. All right, mid at best. This is always, at least on my Target, this is at the end cap of my Targets, like front and center, Odell. It is thick and creamy. I don't feel like it's, mostly when you see thick and creamy moisturizers, you think it's going to be like super moisturizing. This was fine. For neither my daughter or I, it was worth using up, but I would not at the moment repurchase. Maybe as a travel one, but I would not repurchase for my normal. It was okay. Probably for somebody's hair, it's perfect. It was not perfect for either my daughter and I hair, and we do have different types of hair. So mid, which I don't know, like, I feel like I'm using mid because my 7th graders use mid, so I don't know whether mid is like cross culture, but I feel like it's self-explanatory. Mid is kind of like in the middle. It's not terrible, but it's not awesome either. This is probably less than mid. I don't know. I feel like I got it in the past, but I don't remember. So I had recently bought this in one of my little hauls. Function of Beauty, which is at Target, and then you can put little add-ins. So I had a frizz add-in and a moisture add-in, and I believe I had 2 frizz and 1 moisture. Less than mid. Not drastically less than mid, but like for neither my daughter or I. You had to use a lot of product, especially for my daughter. It was kind of a snot-like consistency. You can almost see it right there on the extra. Like, I think with the little add-ins, this was probably like 15 total. Not for me. And this is for wavy hair. I have wavy hair. I don't know. Just never would repurchase. I love this brush, except for the fact, so I have been using wet brushes in some form for, I want to say, 7 to 10 years. They break. So I looked back at my Amazon list. This lasted 7 months, and I could feel it when it started. I don't know whether it's because I have really lots of hair and it's kind of thicker. I don't know whether it's a design flaw, but this is one that has a combination, and I don't know if you can even see it. I don't think you can because of my hair in there, but it's a combination of probably synthetic boar bristle. I don't know if it's real, probably not real boar bristle, but it's a combination of the plastic ones and boar bristle. And I just think this is just so nice for making your hair shiny and kind of pulling the oil through your hair. So I already repurchased because I know I love this. I know at the hairbrush aisle at Target or Walmart, there are a gazillion choices. So maybe I need to stop buying a brush that snaps in half after 7 months. But I hate taking the risk because my hair is picky on all accounts. And so I'm afraid to buy something and then have it not be good. All right, this was a risk. It was e.l.f. Invisible Sunscreen. This is a dupe for one of the Goops. I don't know which one. I don't know why I did this. It was $3 on Ipsy and you got full size. And then I feel bad because they didn't include it, so then they had to pay for shipping. So this cost them a gazillion. This is like a thick petroleum jelly. My skin hates it. Maybe if you were super dry, I don't know. This will go to work to somebody. But this is like just super petroleum jelly. I almost feel like my skin looks red. In the past, when I used the actual Goop one, I broke out. So this is just not for me, and I would doubt anybody with oily skin So I don't know, not for me. Another holy grail that I newly found. This is my first one. It is on my list to repurchase. I will save this to remind me to repurchase. It is cheapest at Target, $17.49. At Ulta, I believe it's like $25. Ulta's ridiculous sometimes. But this is the CeraVe Night Cream. It has such good ingredients. I kind of thought it might be a dupe for my Dr. Jart. I feel like my skin slightly likes Dr. Jart. This has better ingredients, I feel like, than Dr. Jart, but there's something known that my skin likes Dr. Jart better, which is sad because I could get 2 or 3 of these for the same price. So this has glycerin, which is awesome. This has shea butter, which is also awesome. Alatin. I absolutely adore Alatin. This has 1, 2, 3, 4 ceramides, or maybe 3 ceramides. Niacinamide. Then we have peptides, 3 or 4 peptides. This is awesome. I feel like this is your one-stop shop. If you ever get sick of me saying ceramides and peptides, this has both. Alatin is also, I wish Alatin was in every moisturizer. I think it's supposed to help lock in your moisture barrier. But I really like this. This will be a no-brainer repurchase. Probably waiting for Target to have a coupon. Their coupons have also slowed down, but they often have coupons for skincare and beauty care. I don't know. This is probably going to go to work. It was in my travel bag. This is In Beauty. Keep It Clean. I got this in my Ipsy. It has a bunch of really good ingredients. And I just went on a business trip this last week and I brought it with me. It's almost too cleansing for my face. Like my face feels very close to being stripped, if not stripped. So maybe oily skin girls would like this. Dry skin girls, I would think no way. It wasn't like horrendous, but I was super close to like my skin just felt too stripped. So this is probably going to go to work too. Somebody else can use it. Originally I thought it could be a cheaper alternative to my current face wash, but something about it is too cleansing. I love silicone scrubbies for my face. This one is horrendous. So I think I also got it in one of my subscription boxes. It is super cute. I love the heart shape. I actually love the scrubbies. The ones I use just have a knob, and there is something about this thing for your fingers. It's just not the way I do it. Then this thing kind of gets in the way. I just don't like the shape. The ergonomics for me are not good. I have an oval one that just has like a little knob. So highly recommend cleansing with a silicone scrubby. These last probably years. But this one in particular, I don't like all ergonomically. It's not good. So it has to be basically decluttered. Back in the fall or like kind of Christmassy, I splurged on one of their like gift sets for Olaplex. Spoiler alert, I just don't feel like Olaplex is worth your money. One product, which happened to be the full size, was the oil. I do love the oil. I use it pretty much every day. This is Olaplex number 3. And I will also say, if you ever do Olaplex, look up the directions, follow them to a T. You have to have damp hair, leave it in for 10 minutes. So you kind of want to make sure you're doing the directions. I just didn't feel like when I was like, you see these great on Olaplex website, before and after pictures. Frizz, 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 no frizz. I don't see it. I don't know. I just don't get it. So maybe for somebody's hair out there, Olaplex is awesome. Besides their hair oil, and I think I tried 7 or 8 different ones of their products. Most were just horrendous. Some were like mid. I just don't get it. So for my particular hair, which is wavy, dry, yet I get oily, it's a catastrophe. So for me, Olaplex was not working. I had bought 2 niacinamide serums. I liked the Inky List one. This is the Ordinary. I don't like it. Mainly because it stinks and it kind of stings. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is it, all right, I timed out. I don't know. Like, is it the zinc? I don't think the Inky List had all the zinc, but it kind of stings. I think it irritates my skin. This is another one that will go to work. Somebody else will use it. My favorite deodorant, my mom used this. I have now used this, I don't know, for what, 35 years, however long I've been using deodorant. Every now and then, like I'm on a trip or for whatever reason, I needed to buy a deodorant. I always go back to this. If you are anti-aluminum, this is not for you. This is one of the highest aluminum deodorants. I like it. I've never had a problem. My husband would be stinky. So I switched him to the men's Mitchum, no stinky. So like if you have an overactive sweat gland in your family, Mitchum. All right, this is my holy grail lipstick. It is Context Nude Balm. I got this in an Ipsy. This is my repurchased one. It is in the color Girl School. And for me, it is just the perfect lipstick. It is the perfect color. It's basically my lips, but better. It is a kind of like balm. Like it's basically one of those like in between a balm and a lipstick. So I tried to find a replacement because I didn't want to pay. So this is basically $20 plus $5 shipping. As far as I know, this is like a small business. You can only buy on their website. And so I tried to find a replacement. And I ended up just repurchasing. I just repurchased it this month. Because I could go through 5 $10 or less lipsticks at the drugstore, or I could just repurchase this. So I repurchased this and I don't regret it. I thought this was going to be a dupe for that or basically something similar. This is the L'Oreal Paris. Can I read it? I don't know. L'Oreal Paris Glow something. This is in the shade 120. Blush Fantasy. The packaging, I like the packaging kind of, except for it has a notch. And then you have to line that up, which is kind of annoying. It looks similar in color. It goes on okay, but it doesn't wear well. Like it's gone really quick, and then my lips look very dry after. So this is just no good. It has to go away. I love the e.l.f. or not the e.l.f. The NYX Fat Oil. Love it. It is just a moisturizing, like I would not let the oil fool you. To me, it's just a nice, thick, moisturizing gloss. I love this stuff. Not in the colors. The colors are terrible. I've repurchased this, who knows, 6 times, 7 times, maybe even more. It runs about $9. I love it. All right, this is 8 Saints. This was also a little add-in I did in my Ipsy. This is horrendous, in my opinion. If you like a thick mask that feels like a thick mask and doesn't soak in, this could be for you. I don't like that. So it had good ingredients, but it just never soaks in, and it just sits on your skin. I did not like it at all. I ended up getting this on for $7 on clearance at Target. I didn't read the ingredients. This is Naturium, the Marshmallow Root Balm. And the packaging is selling you on it's calming for your skin. It's going to basically help with redness. It is super thick. But it has lactic acid and glycolic acid, which at least for my sensitive face makes me red. So terrible. I don't know if anybody else, both my daughter and I, we have been basically done with our colds for weeks, but we have lingering cough, lingering snot. It is annoying. Trader Joe's. This is basically our staple soap. Basically $1.50 a bar. It's their oatmeal and honey. I love it. It kind of feels luxury without being luxury, like being a luxury price. I got this at Costco, but I feel like I've seen other people have it. I don't even know how to say it, but it is a cleansing oil, and I like it. I don't love it. I think I'll go back to a different cleansing oil, but I have a whole full one. Maybe even another one because I got a Costco pack of them. It is definitely does its job. It's okay. But I like the La Octane is my holy grail. And then I like Color Pops one really well. And we'll probably go back to one of those. This will also go to work. I'm sorry, guys. Biro, New York. It is very pricey. This is the weirdest moisturizer I have ever seen. I don't know why Ipsy gave it to me because this is clearly for, oh gosh, sorry. Clearly for a more, maybe oily skin. This has the weirdest ingredients. Celery, a bunch of vegetables. It is basically, in my opinion, like a serum. It doesn't look, it looks gel there, but when you stick your finger, like I just stuck my finger in it. Basically, almost nothing came out. It is like a serum. And I could probably use it as a serum, but it's not very moisturizing to me at all. Like I said, I stuck my finger in it. Almost nothing comes out. It's like this water thing. So to me, this is like an $89 pointless serum. So this is going to somebody at work. Maybe they will like it. It's not worthwhile for me. And then I have 2 lotions. Sadly, this one has to go to work too. This is, I don't know. Somebody bought this for me, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't have picked it out myself. Bath and Body Eucalyptus. Everybody in a 20-mile radius will know that you're wearing Bath and Body Eucalyptus. I wore it the other day, sadly, at my daughter's Pioneer Day, and I just felt like everybody square dancing knew I had on eucalyptus. It almost gives me a headache, and it's just too overpowering. So that is going to work. I have a bunch of things going to work. Then we have Dionys goat milk. I love that. So I would say Costco almost every Christmas has a sampler pack. I buy one of them. It lasts me about 2 years because I keep this in my purse. And I love it. Super moisturizing. I love it. Anyway, those are my empties for March. I hope you guys are having a fabulous week, and I will talk to you soon.